welcome to the second iteration of the Space Marines 5 briefing video. Space Marines 5 is a Laserforce special game type for competitive laser tag. I'm Mischief, that's my code name. I'm the creator of this video. I'm joined by
Sergeant Tucker.
A bunch of people who spoke at the same time.
Yep.
And we're going to be reviewing this video.
I'm Bagel.
And that makes me Dr. Feelgood.
Hey, we got
Peter
3.
We're starting. Here we go.
Welcome, cadets, to Space Marines 5. In this tactical elimination game...
eye patch.
Initial thoughts.
Man.
The eye patch. I regretted it as soon as I started recording, but why did I stop in my tracks? No, I did not. I had a plan.
You know what's bad about it is it's not
didn't
a.
ask him. He wanted to, if I recall.
No, I told him. I bought it. I have the Amazon order still in my history. I bought an eye patch for Logan.
Yeah, you know what's like bad about it is it's not like a pirate like Deathstroke kind of eye patch. It's like the medical eye patch that's got like it's like the pyramid shape.
You're right.
Because I think that that like a more intimidating looking eye patch would have been fine, but but this one is like it's like the cone one.
Cheeky pirate Logan is hilarious.
So I think if I recall correctly, this one you had a lot more stuff to use. It wasn't just you using a camera and like sometimes light. I think if I recall correctly, this was like a whole production.
Yeah,
It was more
a cinematographer, a gaffer, so someone who does lighting, and sound. So like it was a whole production.
It was.
It's kind of crazy seeing baby Logan and now seeing this.
Yeah,
the Logan.
Yeah,
the beard. Yeah, pirate Logan.
So we got Logan from the last briefing video, who was like the enemy heavy. He's still the voice, but I think overall his performance is good in my opinion. His performance as the intimidating Nick Fury kind of figure, that's the total rip-off,
That's what you were going for.
Yeah. Anyway, whether it was well executed or not, here we are.
Game, you will be on a team of 5 or more Space Marines. Your mission? To outscore and eliminate the enemy team. A Space Marines team consists of 5 classes.
Hey, there's Nick.
With their own unique strengths and abilities.
Yeah, that's
In
right.
this game, you will have
There they all go.
players to raise your score and accumulate
Got the Gen
special
7
points.
packs.
Save up these points. and use
The
them
house lights are all on.
by holding.
No, they're not. We had them off, and
It's the gaffer.
there was a lot of direct lighting, and like these don't look as good as the Gen 8 does visually.
Hey, Luke,
Yeah.
is that a grip?
Is that a grip?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No, a grip is a grip. A gaffer does the lights.
Oh.
Yes. A gaffer is to, or a grip is to a gaffer like a medic is to an ammo. The ammo walks around telling the medic what to do and where to go, and the grip will pick up and put down the lights wherever the gaffer wants them to go.
Fair enough.
That is educational. Thank you.
Yeah. The more you know.
So many film people are going to get angry at me for that description, but grips, whether they...
Joke's on them because you made the video. So who's the real film person?
Yeah. Making this makes me a real film person.
It does.
You filmed
Because
it.
you haven't
That's
just
filming.
made this.
It's fair. Anyway, so budget still indicated that I had to put these little like red rings to indicate where things are because it's still hard to tell anything. I wish I got some better
Down
close-ups.
the button on
but-
the left side of the black barrel.
Here we are.
In Space Marines, players have limited lives and ammunition.
Well, there you are, Dr.
Shots,
Feelgood.
and you won't be able to fire. Run out of lives, and it's game over.
Ooh, imitation of the Marco shot.
Incoming.
Hey.
medic is the backbone of the Space Marine.
Here we are.
This is the girl that's the director in the Gen 8 video, right?
Absolutely. This is Rachel. Rachel Darden. She wants to be an actress, so I'll put her full name out there. She is my favorite actress ever to work with.
She's good.
I think she played the role really well. And what's hard is that Nick is the only person in this entire video, one of the main 5, who actually played any laser tag. So I will say that throughout the video, one thing that I kind of regretted was in the casting, just that none of them could really imitate what like an experienced player,
an SM5
would bring to
player
the table,
would do.
You know. So,
should have had a prerequisite where they had to play a members night. They'd have learned.
They would have, you know.
Or he could have cast me, someone who is an SM5 player and wants to be an actor.
He did cast you.
He tried.
Yeah, but
he tried. If I recall, there was a big push for actual SM members, and it was not agreed upon for a plethora of reasons.
She did a stellar job. Hire her for future projects. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, I think she moved.
She's the director.
She moved to a different state now to do some to be nearer to other opportunities, but she did fantastic.
Good job.
So I mean, one thing I did go for in this briefing video with the casting was to show some diversity, and let it be known this is a game that anybody of any walk of life can play. So I try to get both genders, just different types of people. I'm not going to get super into it, but anyway.
Because I didn't even know the thing about none of them playing before.
No.
Other than Nick.
I think she pretty much walked in and put a pack on for the first time when we shot this.
Oh.
It really impresses me that you were able to condense all of the necessary information for an SM5 briefing into under 5 minutes.
I'm excited to see what all is in here versus what all had to be cut.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's because you learned from the first time.
Definitely.
I'm gonna watch them all back to back to back, like the Star Wars episodes.
Yeah,
except these are marginally better.
Yeah, definitely looks better.
Lives. Medics start with 20
graphics.
lives, which
The graphics are definitely doing a lot better.
So they must be protected. The medic's primary.
That's good.
That's
the blocking for that shot was definitely kind of clunky. Players were not going down. In fact, the game definitely wasn't even started. You can tell the heavy
with 20
shoots
which they can
the
never recover
woman running right through and nothing happens. So I had them keep their lights on, I think, to ensure it looked good, but there's no way that would ever happen in an SM5 game where 3 players come barreling through.
Right.
To be honest, I don't think that's even true.
Think so?
Because Nick went down, but no, I think he just missed the rest of the shots.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, his gun flashed for a second at Nick.
Never recover what's lost.
Oh, you're right. He goes down.
Nick's off. He just missed all of them.
The heavy just missed her. Her name's Kelly.
And I think that's why they look back
didn't
for a
miss
second,
Nick,
is 'cause
though.
I think they were supposed to be hit, and that would make sense.
Man.
But that's a lot of people to coordinate in a tiny hallway, so that definitely.
I remember that shot.
Yeah, I remember.
It was difficult to coordinate.
Being there to help a little bit, and you having a couple of scenes
that
where you were
Calkins?
just like,
Yeah.
no more.
Yeah.
Over on the right? No, that's not Calkins.
That's Calkins. Yeah. That's definitely
That's
Calkins.
absolutely
That's
Calkins.
totally
That is
Calkins.
John.
Yeah, that is a baby John.
That's baby John in the snapback, dude.
Be protected. The medic's prime.
I think this is a really good shot to show kind of what the medic does in a game.
Whenever they don't make you board up the windows.
Fair enough.
Primary ability is the reset.
She's just not playing it in expert mode.
Player on the right team. While that player is
Shut up.
they will restore lives to that player. The medic's special ability is Life Boost. For just 10 special points, the medic can grant lives to all active players on their team instantaneously.
Okay, we all have 5 more lives. We can attack now.
Coming up!
See, that's pretty good.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
That was-
like,
that
Nick's
was good.
played. Nick's played, so I feel like it looked more organic.
The ammo carrier supplies ammunition to their team, allowing them to fight. They have unlimited shots and can never
Well, there's no difficulty.
Just
There's
like the
nothing to analyze
medic and
now.
ammo can tag an active player on their team.
Not having to justify yourself anymore.
The ammo and the medic can tag a player at the exact same time to restore both
No counting
lives
on the
and
doubles.
ammo at once. This is often called
just
a
did it.
double. The ammo carrier's special ability is Shot Boost. For 15 special points, the ammo can resupply shots to all active
mirrors are
players
still
of
there.
their team.
What is her name?
Instantaneously.
Deanna.
Oh, this one. this one always feels like a fever dream, but I know it exists.
Chases
Just
us all
because
down the ramp.
I remember.
Well, this is
it
what I
doesn't even
mean.
It doesn't even chase. He goes halfway and he meets you guys where you guys all got hit.
This is what I mean by the like evidence of the previous one, kind of like sprinkled in here and there.
Oh,
'Cause you
straight up.
kept this.
Straight up, just did it better, and you did a great job. I laughed when editing this video over and over at your reaction.
Me
that,
screaming.
yeah, that
Yeah,
face.
this is Dr. Feelgood right in the front. The smile kills me, dude. The smile.
I'm like pushing him out of the way.
Hold on, like, just hello.
With the bandana.
Caleb shot.
The big smile.
The
Not
Caleb
like
dude.
this. Run.
Heavy
it's
weapons.
so
It's
good.
the toughest class in SM5, but has a
The toughest class in SM5.
Literally the toughest. Like most hit
No,
points and
toughest
shots.
as in he can take the most damage.
and 3 shot power.
Bonk.
This means it takes
I gave
I
him
don't
the
know who that
headband
man
too.
is.
activate a heavy. It also means the heavy can deactivate any
Both heavies
player
had a
with
giant
one
headband.
shot. The
No, that's
heavy
Bailey.
also has 5 missiles,
Yeah.
which are a more powerful way to tag. To missile a player, simply aim your phaser at them without pressing any buttons. Keep your phaser aimed at them for 3 lock-on tones. When you
Go
hear
to
the
At least you
beep,
tried to get
pull
away.
the
Go
trigger.
to
Missiles
sleep.
are worth
Thank you.
500 points.
Ruined
You
that for us.
you directed me to do that, like react to getting missiled, like you were
All the
like
whole
it was
team's
painful.
sitting here again. Okay, good. I'm glad.
Bonk.
Yeah.
Commander is the offensive powerhouse of the team. They have 3 hit points.
I remember for that shot, like, she did it kind of slow at first with, like, coming in and
Yeah.
shooting everyone, and I, like, put on the pack, and I ran in, and I, like, showed her kind of how I wanted it. And she definitely, like, took a lot better direction from that and looked more organic.
Lives.
What'd you say her name was again? I recognize her.
Deanna Amaker is her name. She's... I went out and I said Rachel's my favorite to work with. Deanna's like equally my favorite to work with. Those two actresses, like I love
They
them
have
both.
3 hit points,
They're both excellent.
2 shot power,
Yeah.
a devastating special ability, the nuke.
So
Just like the heavy, the commander starts the game.
Again,
with
I think
5
she never picked him a
missiles.
phaser
If the
before.
commander collects 20
did an
special
excellent job.
points, they can launch a nuke.
But-
when a nuke
You fool! You didn't run.
commander must stay active.
I
for,
was
like,
directed
3
not to.
7 seconds.
I know.
right.
Countdown finishes. All enemy players will be deactivated.
I like everyone.
3 lives.
The pointing.
Commander is
I was the enemy commander, dude. I was commanding them.
canceled, and the points are lost.
What? Wasting some shots there, but
The scout
Took
is
out the
most
cheeky,
diverse class
window
in
shot
Space
there,
Marines.
or the mirror
they
shot.
start with 15 lives,
Yeah.
and 30 shots.
He didn't pop shot us either.
Enhanced resupplies.
the fact that we're not
allowing
stopping
them
to
fight
laugh
for
every
longer
like 20
periods.
seconds shows that this
3
video
lives, they
was
receive
Shows the
a little
improvement.
bit better.
5 shots.
Yeah.
10. A scout's special ability is rapid fire. For just 10 special points, the scout can hold down the special button to unleash a flurry of shots. This ability lasts until
Hey,
the
that's
next
a legal shot too.
Now
Yeah.
it's time for fun facts with Dewey.
See, it's the same news though.
Man bun Dewey.
You may not leave the starting area.
So
until
change
you
it to
tag
opposite
them.
ends.
Let's rock.
You know, we know
Everyone
the
is
rules
friendly
now.
fire. Never tag a teammate unless you're a resupply and the player is active. Space Marines uses a mechanical
No physical contact.
If you tag one player and you tag another player,
Throw the
keep it
book
your
at
own
him.
Oh, it actually
Tag the
discusses
first player
resets in
again.
this. Interesting.
Always keep 2 hands on the
Yeah, because I thought 2 resets were like the coolest
Remember, most
thing.
important of all,
You can use resets. You can reset off your own teammate.
This concludes your Space Marine
I'm finna be a Dewey, dude.
If you have any
You're finna.
I'm gonna act up.
Street tag.
Yeah, this is a lot.
We
this
should
is a
call
lot
it
more,
Dewey rules.
Yeah, this is a lot more forward and to the point, and so it felt like there's not a whole lot of critiquing to really do there.
You pretty much hit the nail on the head, Luke, with the fact that we weren't laughing at it every other 10 seconds.
I will say, aside from that statistic being wrong right there, this is all really helpful. The commander getting 4 lives a shot.
No, they get 4 lives.
Gets 4 lives a shot.
They only get 3.
They don't.
No, they get 4.
Joe, you're our site's main resupply.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Medic.
Not after that one.
Sergeant Tucker relegated to scout.
You're demoted to commander.
I'm demoted to commander.
Eric and I now.
I'm usually the one playing medic.
Commander's the moderate,
and that's
role.
the only
Clearly you're not ready for medic.
We all want to play medic. We all want to play medic. So the highest ranking
now
player
everyone
gets
wants to play medic. That wasn't the case a few years ago.
Yeah, because everybody's tired of carrying the game.
We all figured it out. Now he's like grasping at his throat.
Yeah. Leave me my role.
The king.
Overthrown, betrayed, mutiny. I will say that when
in the Game of Thrones, you either win or you play scout.
When I first put this out, I put the scout at 15 points to get rapid fire, and I legitimately thought it was 15 points, so I got chewed out by the community for that. But it's fixed now.
It says 10.
Well, it says 10 now, but when I initially put this out.
Oh,
great.
Yeah.
This is a re-upload?
Yeah, it was a couple days later. I just fixed that.
Oh, that's why you only got 1,800 views. The algorithm was mad.
I wish the special ability for the heavy said being a Chad.
Attack Marshal.
Special ability
They're
being a
here
Chad.
to assist you. Assemble your
Cat blind.
Choose
Yeah, a
your
couple
class
pretty bad blinds
and prepare
there.
for tactical combat.
And by tactical,
Cut out.
means prison rules.
Prison rules.
And there you go.
Yeah, that was pretty good. The
Reviews.
audio quality is definitely a lot better, so Slade doesn't have as much to complain about.
No, that one's a 7. 7.5.
7.5. Give me your reviews, because I've dreamed of making a third version of this. I don't know that we need another carbon copy, where maybe it could be geared more towards people entering the competitive scene. But what would you improve on in this video?
So the way that I rank things, like on scales of 1 to 10, is I start at 10 and I take points for things, right?
Mm-hmm.
The cone eye patch.
Gotta give you a reason to go low,
Yeah. So, like you pointed out, the fact that all of your actors had never picked up a phaser before,
Except
I can only not just tell by watching it, but I remember being there on set and watching you have to show them like pretty basic shit. It loses a point for that. It loses a point for a couple of weird shots. Like, it's really hard to tell that the scout is the one shooting us when you're introducing him, right? Like, it just kind of looks like the commander is the one that ran in and messed us up.
Sure, yeah, I know what you mean.
And then, like you pointed out, with the one with Rachel, how she's like hiding, but in the shot where you're supposed to see her hiding, you don't notice it until she's the only one in the shot. Yeah, that one.
Oh, I see what you mean. You can't even see her.
Yeah. You don't even know that she's there.
Which is perfect.
Until you're looking for her. Shut up.
No, it's true. I shot this, so I look right at her when the scene happens. But she really is camouflaged.
But there's so much going on that she's lost.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay.
And that kind of ties into the half point, which is just the lighting could have been better.
Absolutely.
But that's me like reaching for shit to knock for it, purely at it for the sake of like, what could we improve?
Right. And obviously lighting would be fixed now because Gen 8s are just so much more pretty to look at.
and we've
lens.
it's something you've already fixed, like the Gen 8 briefing video looks beautiful.
Well, that had a whole
the projector, dude.
That had really good lighting. Like, I hired a his name was Bradley. He was such a good gaffer. But
whoever you had playing heavy for the protagonist team was an absolute unit.
This guy,
Jason's great. Jason Head. All these people, I should say their full names because they want the exposure. He's a voice actor,
I remember
primarily.
Yeah, I remember him laughing down the ramp as he was shooting us. Very distinctly. Just this fucking... It was great.
He's hilarious as a person, too.
Yeah, I remember having a blast around him. Him and Bailey.
Can I find... Yeah, that's the freeze frame.
Yeah.
It just gets me.
The oh shit moment. Pikachu face, dude.
And John in the background there.
John. When there's a heavy and fun box, Pikachu face.
Joe, Josiah, what about your reviews? Or did you have anything else, Slade?
No.
I think the core thing that we're missing from this video is skill ratings for how hard each class is.
Just shut up.
But genuinely, especially with the context of the previous video that you made for the SM5 briefing, this is like... It's evolution, right? Like it's definitely changed, and it has continued to improve as we've been going. And it's also a testament to like how much we've wanted to give this sport exposure, and how willing we are to like try and fail in certain areas. I think it's hard, because like the depth of SM5 is really
it's an iceberg.
It's really deceptive, It's kind of like chess, where like there's the way that the pieces move are really basic, right? But like the way that they work together and then everything else is really... You'd have to play to understand, And like you can see the difference in how Nick does his shots versus the way that everybody else does their shots, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so
agreed.
Probably one of the best ways to do this is actually to just bring a bunch of the members and the Space Marines people
I agree.
in for whatever night, like just a little bit early, you decide to shoot whatever next one is happening, and have whoever your actors are put on ref suits and just watch what's happening,
Well,
and give them a little bit of like mobile perspective as to what's happening.
I mean, even better, man. If I make another one, it's going to be cast by players. I mean, I think honestly, it wouldn't be so bad to have like missile dodging in the video. I don't have to explain it, but like people using game mechanics looks so much cooler than just like the basic walking, shooting kind of.
Than like us running around, getting shot, going oh no, and then running away. Yeah.
Just to like, yeah, you get my point.
Yeah.
Are you going to have any implication of the rules going into the next one, do you think?
I don't see why not. I mean, I think the rules can be really condensed into showing a target and trails. It might be useful to just talk about those two.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially because like I think something that's kind of a question in these reviews is, does this video need to be remade, or can this be shown to people?
Your advanced briefing video was a really good example of like, once people see this and then they play a game,
Mm-hmm.
then you can kind of show them other kind of mechanics and stuff like that that like basic foundational mechanics that SM5 requires to be successful in, right?
Yeah. So like, that's the thing. If this is the very first thing they're shown, is it good enough?
I think so.
I've shown a lot of people this already.
Good. Because I think so too, and that's coming from, you know, I'm obviously going to be the worst critic of it because I see everything I could have and wish I did differently.
You're the only person.
Mm-hmm.
Man, why didn't I frame this shot this way? Why didn't I?
Right.
Yeah.
Overall, Luke, this is a really good explanation of how Space Marines works, and it's kind of like a crash course, you know. So like it does exactly what it's supposed to be doing, and anything that you could improve on it would be mostly because you want to improve on it, not because you have to.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, all of the necessary fixes from the previous one that were made in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. You did good.
Thanks, guys.
And your casting was really good. Look at this guy. Absolute unit.
Gary Miller. He has a really cool Facebook page. I wonder if I can link that or give a shout out. But Joe, while I look that up, what do you think?
I think the only thing that I would say is definitely because like the whole talking about friendly fire is good in terms of you need to know you can shoot your friends, but like Slade and Josiah said, more gameplay centric rather than what feels like not, because 6 players being right there shooting Dewey as he comes up is kind of unrealistic.
Yeah.
Well, the joke was that we were bullying Dewey.
Yeah. And like that's a small critique. So if like that's the critique you have, that's a good critique to need in my eyes. Just because it means that you did a good enough job that it doesn't have a whole lot to improve upon.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like I said, the necessary changes were made.
Yeah, like I think the only thing I would do is like have a game where the game begins and the resupplies double everyone off the bat, so everyone can kind of see, oh, this is what they do sometimes and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Like really, really tiny adjustments, if anything, that just make it feel more like the game, because it would still be scripted for sure. But much more like if a player watched who was a experienced player, they'd be like, oh yeah, I know, okay, I understand what's going on here because I can see what's happening.
I would totally agree with that. That's kind of part of the logic behind bringing in actual players. A lot of that would it would be in their body language and the way they do it, but yeah, I think some of those details would be good. Gary Miller's website, GaryMillerBWC.com, is hilarious. So I will shout that out.
Gary Miller what?
GaryMillerBWC.com. He's a comedian, actually.
DWC?
B, as in, you know, the B movie.
BWC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And for my review, I genuinely, I'll go 7.5. Like I can't give it an 8. I just can't give it that much credit because I know it could have been better in a lot of ways, but I found it entertaining all the way through. And
telling you, man, 7.5. It's the magic number.
Nothing was like cringy, to be honest. Like even, you know what, pointy eye patch, fine. It's like probably one of the worst things I could do to be the very first thing you see in the video. But once you get past that, like it doesn't happen again. The whole video is pretty quality. There goes the internet. So we'll wrap that up.